I do know that I do not want to go back to Xbox One or PlayStation 4. Those consoles, I think, really outstayed their welcome. And they did so after 7 years in a way that the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 did not, even after 8 years. Like, I was ready to move on from those consoles. But these consoles, I feel an animosity towards the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 almost. They really held things back. They really, they almost feel like mistakes that we need to be correcting right now. And the Xbox Series X is a correction to a certain extent. Like, graphics have kind of plateaued, but there's so much more to the experience of playing a game than just the graphics processing. And this console focuses on that stuff. It really,
those things where it's like, oh, okay, I could suspend games and be fine and go back and forth to it. But I mean, tell me your experience with it.
Quick resume is something that not even PCs have right now. This is a Series X exclusive, a world premiere. Quick resume is really good. So basically how this works is that you jump into a game, such as Outer Worlds. You press the home button, and then you just go to your games, select something else. It'll suspend the game that you're currently in, boot up the next one. And then...
So this one has been on my mind since yesterday. And the initial impressions of the Xbox Series X really does make, next generation is going to be a huge leap. It's definitely going to be a larger leap than the 360 to the Xbox One from all that I'm seeing. And as impressive as the Xbox One X is since 2017, it's even blowing that out the water. The way that people have responded to these, like, mind you, these games are not optimized, which means that they're not taking full advantage of the capabilities. And yet, there's still these big performance upgrades, some impressive performance upgrades too, like GTA 4 in 60 frames or Sekiro at 60 frames, right? And there's this sense that gaming is not being held back anymore thanks to the advances in these next-gen consoles. I'm really excited. You'll know how excited I am for the Xbox Series X. And for those who's getting the S, I know they're excited as well. And playing, I don't want remasters. If backwards compatibility games is going to benefit like this already. They're upscaled to 4K or whatever the case is, and running at 60 frames per second. Yeah, I don't need remasters. Don't charge me extra when I could just play the game now and receive the benefit directly from the console. And boy, I can't wait to see these X optimized games and next gen games and cross gen games. Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Cyberpunk. That's going to be some impressive stuff. But really, just seeing this reaction of how, and it really, I don't know about y'all, but seeing stuff like this just makes it hard to want to play games on the Xbox One right now. It really is, because the hype is right there. And then add to the fact that EA Play hits Game Pass November 10th on the release day of the console. You got games like Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs Legions, The Falconeer, Gears Tactics, all day one, and then soon after that you get games like The Medium, which is going to be $50, by the way. If you want to own it, $50, and it's coming to Game Pass. I'm pretty sure about that. And it's just like, man, next generation is already setting up to be a hell of a gen for us gamers. The current one, it might go down as probably the worst one, depending on who you ask. And although I really enjoyed gaming this generation. I know a lot of people had its issues, and this gen had issues like too many fucking remasters at the beginning, broken games that needed to be patched all the time, stuff like that. I think devs got a better handle on it. So going forward is going to be a lot better. And while PlayStation is still selling remasters, I don't want to see remasters. Screw that. After what I saw in the hands-on impressions, please, no, I don't want to. No more remasters, man. Just let me enjoy the Series X version of these games, and then going forward, games like Starfield, which exclusive to the Xbox Series X, the Xbox ecosystem. I mean, I am just beyond impressed. I'm so happy and excited. Let me know what you guys think about next gen.